Hello everyone, this is Mrs. G. Marishwari, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology in Ramco Institute of Technology, Rajapalayam. So today we are going to learn certain basic steps to write the ML programs, that is machine learning programs. So this is the outline of this presentation. First, we should know what is meant by machine learning. So machine learning is a way of teaching computers to learn from the data. So instead of writing rules manually, we give data to the systems and let the machine figure out the patterns. For example, sometimes Netflix recommends certain shows based on what you have watched before. And you may also aware of that email spam filters. That email itself, this filter itself, filter out or some certain messages as spam and then some of the messages spam. So it's all based on the work of machine learning concepts. So face recognition in photos can also be one of the major application of this machine learning program. These are certain prerequisites. Before we are going to learn ML, we should know certain skill. We should have certain skills. So you should aware of Python. Here, the language used for coding is the programming language used for coding is Python. So you should know about Python. After that, you should also aware of certain basic concepts of maths such as linear algebra and statistics. And there is nothing need to worry. You don't need to be an expert, but you should know certain basic concepts, right? Next, you should also know some important library files. For example, NumPy, Pandas, and then Matplotlib for the purpose of visualization, like that. You should know these libraries, built-in libraries. Scikit-learn plays major role in a machine learning program. Most of the built-in models are available in the Scikit-learn. We can import that models from the Scikit-learn. These are the ML practice platforms. So, if you are in need to run your ML code in online, in the sense, the better option is the Google Colab. You can utilize Google Colab to run the code in online. Apart from that, Jupyter Notebook, Spider, and PyCharms are the idealities which can be downloaded from Anaconda Navigator. They are all open source only. Here, the Kaggle is mainly useful for downloading the needed data sets. So next is about the general process or general workflow in machine learning. First, we should define the problem. For example, today we are going to learn how to predict the price of the house. So here the problem statement is predicting the house price, right? Like that, you should take any particular problem statement. After that, you should collect data regarding that problem. So after collecting the data, here we can collect the data from anywhere. Most of the data sets are available in Kaggle. After collecting the data set, you should choose the right algorithm, right ML algorithm. There are n number of ML algorithms were already developed and they are already placed in certain models. You can import that model to build your model, but you should choose the right ML algorithm for your problem statement. After that, you should train the model with the help of this algorithm. For that, you need to feed the input data to that model. After that, after train the model, we can evaluate the model. After that, if there is any improvement is needed in the sense, we can perform that, and finally we can deploy the model. These are the certain general process that we do in machine learning concept. Next is about the step-by-step procedure. So as I already said, the data set here I have chosen is about house price prediction. So here the goal is the target variable is the price of the house. The goal is to predict the price of the house with by considering certain input features. Here I have represented certain input features. So we can see this step-by-step procedure with the help of coding. For that, I am going to use Google Colab. So I'm going to create a new notebook. So first I'm going to rename the notebook. So already I have downloaded the dataset from the Kaggle. So I just going to upload that file in this particular for coding. So I just uploaded. So the first step here is to import the necessary libraries. For that, I'm going to import the necessary files here. So first import. If you are going to perform any mathematical operations, you can import NumPy. Here I am going to just use the data set. So there is no need of NumPy here. I am going to import just pandas. So I have imported pandas as PD. After that, from sklearn.model, so from model selection data module, I'm going to import the train test split function. So after that, so it automatically shows this is one of the advantage of Colab. So it also suggests the lines. If we are going to use the same line in the sense, you can choose that. So from the sklearn.model selection, I am going to import this train test split function. After that, from sklearn dot here the model I am going to build is the linear regression model. So again, from sklearn dot linear model, I am going to import linear regression. So I have imported the necessary libraries. So I just use this run button and check whether any error is in this coding or not. Here it is completely correct. So I am going towards the next step. So step 2 is we should load the data. Load the data. So as I already said, I have already imported. I have uploaded the house price prediction data set. So I'm just going to create the data frame for that. So in order to create data frame, the coding is df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv. After that, the file name, csv file name. Here the file name is house price prediction dataset dot csv file. So after you have created the data frame, it is better to print it. Then only you can know whether we have created the data frame in a right manner or not. So I am just going to print the first 5 rows. So for that, the coding is df dot head function. So after that, I just going to run. So it shows the first 5 rows of the data set. So the next step is to select the input columns as well as the output variable. For this, you should first know what are the columns are available in the data set. To find that, here I am going to print df dot columns. If I run this, it shows out the list of columns available in the data set. So here I'm not going to take all the column as input. I'm particularly going to choose only certain important columns. So here df, here x is the input parameter. Here I am going to choose area, then year built. Here going I am for just for our example I am going to choose only two columns as the input. As per our wish we can take a number of columns, even we can take all the columns as input except the output column. For output I am going to choose only the target variable, that is price. So this is the third step. So I run this code too. After that, we need to split the data as a training data for both the training and testing purpose. For that, we use the following command: xtrain, xtest, comma ytrain, comma ytest is equal to, here this function is already imported via the model selection, so we can use it here. We should specify the test size as per our wish. You can choose 20 percentage for testing, or even 30 percentage for testing. Is it, it is up to our convenient. Here we should also mention the random state here. So here the data set is splitted as splitted for both training and testing purpose. After that, we should train the model. So here 80 percentage of the data in the data sets are used for training the used to train the model. So here we are going to build the model. So model is equal to linear regression, because we are choosing linear regression to build the model. After we build that model, we should use that model to fit the data set. So here we are applying this model for initially for the training data only. So again I run this code. Here the model has built. So after fit the model, we need to predict the target variable with the help of the model that we have built. So for that we need to write this coding. So prediction is one of the variable. Here I am going to store the result of the function predictor. So here I am going to predict for predict I am going to provide the input test data. So after this, based on this X text data, the model predict the final output, that is Y. So that is stored in the variable predictions. So here I am going to print predicted prices. Here I just going to print only five values from five predicted values, because showing all will sometimes show create any confusions during visualization. So I just print only five values, five predicted values as well as the five actual values. So actual values get stored in a ytest variable. So ytest of 5. So here I am going to show only the values. For that I have mentioned dot values. So I just going to run this code. So here comma got missed, so only it shows error. Okay, so here see predicted price of the first house is 52,900, sorry, 5,29,701, but the actual price is 5,14,764. And the second house is 5,29,000 something. Here the actual price of the second house is 6 lakh. So like this, sometimes it shows certain variations. So based on the algorithm we are using, it will give the accurate answer. Here we are just provided this code for a simple understanding of how to learn the machine learning program, right? So next step is to evaluate our prediction. So from this result itself, we can identify our this algorithm, this linear regression algorithm is not a best model for this house price prediction data set. So even though we find identify that from this predicted price and actual price, we can also find the accuracy by performing certain codings. Here I am going to use certain models in order to measure the performance. So here I'm going to use the metrics model and import mean square error to analyze the performance of our model. We can use mean square error or mean absolute error or R square error, that is up to our wish. Many performance metrics are available here. So I am here going to use only two metrics. One is the mean square error and the R square error. So for this we need to pass the two argument. One is the we need to pass the two argument. One is the original, that is actual price, and another one is the predicted price. Actual price is stored in the variable y test and the predicted price is stored in the variable predictions. After that I am also going to use R square error. So going to call the function R square and also going to pass these two arguments to this function too, that is y test and predictions. After that I am going to print these two values. Don't forget to place comma, then MSE. Okay, now I just run this code. Mean squared error is not defined. Actually, mean square error. I have mistakenly added ls. Okay, this is the level of accuracy while using this linear regression. So 5 basic steps to learn ML is first you should import the necessary library files. After that you should load the data set and then you should assign the input as well as the output variable, and then you need to split the data set as the for both training as well as testing. The fourth important step is to build the model. After the model get built, you should uh, predict the output with the help of this model, and then we can also finally evaluate our model with the help of certain performance metric. So to wrap up, learning machine learning is like learning any new skill. Thanks for listening, and I hope this video gave you clarity and motivation to start writing your first ML program. Thank you.